Hello, my country people them. Today, na the 6th of September 2022, as na join una countryman, una march fire for share and make it go far and wide. I no intend for spend a lot of time for this live broadcast today, and I want to apologize for coming a little bit later than planned. Na condition in make jangare back bend, I be get some small technical difficulties, my country people them. So as una join, una march fire for share and make it go far and wide. So we don't get some terrible bad news where come out from Kumba Road, where Amba terrorists, they don't target a civilian passenger motor. So we could talk about that. Now the main reason that way I bring una this live broadcast, and then we'll talk about other things in my country. So as una join, when I know the routine, when I match fire for Sheram, countryman in the camp. Yes, I want for cue for una the Kum anthem, and then we will take them from there, my country for them. So now the main thing that we bring countryman for here, Nasri Clovis they on standby. I will also call you for give we own opinions them as we go on for this live broadcast. I go call Nasri Clovis if they on standby. They want for contribute for add one or two things them. So when I stand by, that is what it is, my country for them. So today, now the 6th of September 2022, as I don't already talk, as now join when I match fire for Sheram, make it go far and wide. I go also match fire for Sheram for WhatsApp. So when I bear with me, when I bear with my countryman, as when I join, we will do some small sunshine as well. The pictures the way they did on our screens and everything else. We will do small sunshine. We'll get interesting presentation for una. I will try and limit them to about 1 hour because I get some important other things and for do. So that is it, my country people them. Una share as una join. Ma give una Kum anthem, and then Cameroon national anthem, where Black Legism a day on fire, and then we go mash fire. So I did just send the video. I did send the video to this device. Then I go. When the video don't arrive, I go then play on for una, my country for them. And then I go mash fire too for share them for WhatsApp. So bear with me. The video don't be sent, but I don't know why it never arrived for this other device. So now bear with me. Now the small technical difficulties then this way, me I be get them and I be one for sort them out before I come live. So I'm getting some small connection issue with my tablet. So it seems as if that particular video, the Kum anthem video, in no one for some strange reason, I don't send them. I wanna see them again. Only one tick for some reason, and the device with the receiver, I'm not in this. I don't send them to this device. The device get internet connection and everything, but it get now only one tick. So now the preparation for the live broadcast that way we did do earlier, where it take a knock, where it no be actually work as I be plan them. So when I bear with countryman on the 7th of July, and I bear with countryman, must see if the video day up here. Why did it not get sent? I have no idea. This is very strange. It's really very strange. Why this particular video it don't decide not for send. Anyways, we'll go concentrate and we'll go match fire only with what Cameroonianness. Wanna listen? Thank you plenty my country people them. As now join una countryman, una match fire for share and make it go far and wide. So today on the 6th of September 2022, as now see on the screens, Okan Nasri Clovis bring with some breaking news earlier today, when the Amazonia terrorists they don't go shoot at a passenger bus where it will transport people then between the Kumba and Boya Road. And as we speak right now, a lot of people, they don't lose their lives. They count it in around 10 people then, where they don't already lose their lives because of that terror attack. Okay? The victims, they will be taken to hospital for Boya. And some of them, they still there alive, but they are in intensive care. Some of them, they still there for hospital. They are battling for their lives. This one, it happened now today, the 6th of September 2022. I get the video where it show victims them where they be seriously injured and even the dead. And I no go show that kind of video for this live broadcast. But I want for play for una Christopher Anu for send a specific message for una. Make una understand which way it go on. Then I go can play another audio when the Amba terrorists themselves where they talk. And then I'll play for una play for una this audio first. This person it go explain and elaborate on which way it happened for Kumba Boya Road, and then we would go from there. When I'm sorry, say the live broadcast it not be as organized as I usually am. Now, because of the nature of the rush, so when I listen to this audio, that is not the audio. The audio, and now because I planned this live broadcast to come live now only 30 minutes ago or so, and then I'll be get to prepare all this content for deliver to una, and then I get a technical difficulties. So the content where I put them for this device for playing for una. Some of the content, actually, for some strange reason, content in no degree upload onto this device today, just today. It's never happened before, but I'll try one more time. I want to send an audio to this device, and the audio don't be sent, but the device it don't deny for receiver. But since when an audio, I will play the audio for this my mobile device, and then I go increase the volume. I hope say it will be loud and clear enough for una for fit understand and hear what way the person it talk for this audio. My country people them. So when I listen.
Now, good afternoon, house. How on Monday? I bet on your personal information. I bet if any man get a person where they travel go Kumba. May no leave you may go. I talk so presently I did now for hospital here, general hospital for Boya here. My brother they wait to don't see he passed my power. Amba they don't attack travelers where they come out Douala they go Kumba. They all kill plenty night there for boss. Now only few they survive, they all bring them for here. They just bring one now so one don't die. I swear to God, more than 15 people where they don't bring them for here, their cases they be very, very poor, always small picking them. I beg any man get a person where you get for Gokumba, may hawking, things they go die. Job like those picking they be very, very aggressive.
So that one now a person a message that way a person don't send inside the groups to try to sensitize people them about the terror attack where it happened for Kumba Boya Road. Today, the 6th of September 2022. So, despite the technical difficulties, now bear with me, I will do my okay. When I see now the videos and now the video and the audio this way, I'll be one for send them to this device. It don't suddenly finally arrive. So now the Kumkum anthem that will play them later on, and the audio is still never be delivered. So that is it. So when I bear with me. My contributor them so the device don't finally start the work for some reason. So now only you want know. Okay, as I be the talk, I will scroll down. I want to show now. I I get a few things lined up where I want for show now. And then I can't talk about school resumption. So the main reason why these Amba terrorists, they target these school picking them. Now because of this nonsense where they talk today, so they no want picking them for go for school. So they, when I bear with me, I get this other device where I did live for day right now. I go back, and then if I go back, okay, when I watch this video, my plan for when this video I post them for this, as I be prepare for Cam Live, I be upload a video to the page 22 minutes ago. So when I feel imagine how busy Countryman it be. So when I listen to this Amba terrorist, now the beginning in this way they did for Indian side, Fako, Indian side. So this one they call itself a film Masha Millipede. He call itself say they under the ribbons. Now the same terror gang that way, Ikeku and Okana Clovis they under. So when I listen to which way he talk, this video, he record them. Now today, the 6th of September, when I listen.
Amba land put on. That's Masha the secretary, she's a living ghost. Now Masha Millipede is a living ghost of ribbons. The tiger of ribbons, the lion of the jungle. One. Then this. He on top road live. We'll see how the ghost town for Amba land will be effective. The film Masha's name for Amba land put on. That's Masha the secretary, she's a living ghost live.
Fellow population, as I want to talk, all man plays there. At the tongue now,
so when I get the gist, when I get the gist of the whole of the video, the whole point why I want to show now this video now, so Muna understand. Because as I make a presentation the other day, say Anglophones they would prefer to make we hide this kind of information, but I refuse. Because say if this terror message no be there out there, okay, the same Anglophones therefore can't try for shift the blame and blame someone else. Make una understand that one. So if find when themselves they can't talk them, saying that their intention this, and then they go on for execute them, so that we go get wait away. We don't always want for now say Anglophones the day not the way with Anglophones the day. Okay. So we want accountability and we also want responsibility. Okay. We want to hold them responsible for their actions, and we want to hold them accountable as well for their actions. So, but then which way Anglophones they always do, because Anglophones are very cunning people and bad belly people then. When something terrible like this happen, they always try to shift the blame. And it not be possible for them to shift the blame if the terrorists, they don't record these videos then, they put them out there for alert Wuna, so that Wuna know which way they come before it come. So when I don't hear them so they talk, say this, so they don't declare lockdown. And one of the reasons why they talk, say they declare lockdown now for frustrate back to school resumption, school resumption. So for talk about school resumption once more, I want for show now this poor innocent lady, now primary school teacher for Ekona. Today, the 6th of September 2022, this fine gentle lady, maybe they go for school, for go teach, for go impart knowledge, and for prepare the future generations of Anglophone youth. Ambazonia terrorists, they shoot this poor woman. Her crime was going to teach children. The woman there hospital right now battling for her life. Okay? So, we dey bring una evidence. We dey show una. Now the video, this is what they talk about. They record them now today. They said the ribbons, they were out for enforced ghost town. Now the same people begin them that way, they go kill. Now one of the terrorists that, when I mark his face, it go by the name Romeo. Okay? When I mark his face very well, now one of the people picking them this way, they open fire on that public transport, that bus where they transport Anglophones between Kumba, Boya, and Douala. Now, when I listen to Okana Clovis, it leave these two audios. Then before now, I go call in. Then it go elaborate on that. So when I listen,
yes, that work so they go work. I'm so for that road. They got to the Romeo, Mr. That. They go work that work so they call Black Rapper. Tell them that they say it mostly hygiene for my 12. It clearing the side. We work with the transporter. So if they like a general under transporter, So transporter don't send it from up this side. So transporter there for that Manfay Road. Here Saga the camp because you know say transporter get plan for take over Fakono. So they be compromise Opopo, we Popo be na Sokadev. Transporter na Sokadev. So it is struggle for follow small map there. So it is mostly send the general there for that south this of Fako. So that they feel they gain small grounds, small the wives are got, then they take over because you know say they don't get no group not only for that Eklewindi my 12 so yeah for Mato that for the way so Kadem so Kadem is struggle to take grounds. So they did now for corner with the guy that they go work that work so kill that woman them so for that road. So the talk says so now so more than 10 don't sleep for down the don't die as we talk so. So the situation that way there, I tell you. You know, so like now so when they shaking there some matter they now they now so they mostly go out for common the right LS side. Common they mostly not present in also for common. Yes. When they do also wrong common they get small distance, enter inside, can get inside. So the situation of that. So they actually the plan to take over for because they only people they get around and other picking run. And they get their plan to wipe that Saga. So the Saga they go work that work today. They go kill our mommy there. So people that mommy there. I tell you.
Okay, so now Oka Nasri Clovis that I hope say be loud and clear enough. Una don't listen, it will give una small understanding what way they happen for Kumba with the Ambazonia terrorism and that terror attack where it happened today. They from the information I gather, about 10 people they don't already lose their lives. Now make I go back, go elaborate on one or two things and again before we continue, make una understand. So obviously una understand say we the black legs, we the country people, and myself especially, we don't want to see these kind of things happening. But, and there is a small but, unfortunately, this is exactly what needs to happen. Forget the Anglophones for understand who will be their true enemy. When the Amba terrorists, they come out there, they declare their clear intentions. They didn't hide them. When I think that's a joke, make we let them speak for themselves. They will talk for themselves, okay? When I listen to this, my country people, them. No, me I go talk now. I go hand them over to J73 Teeth. He go explain to una about Ambazonia terrorism. Una listen.
Don't kill a military. If the military attack you, kill him. If the military doesn't attack you, don't touch it. Some of them, they don't want to do it, but their lives are on hanging bars. People you need to touch, I'm sorry to say this, is the civilian population. When you touch them, their cries, actually.
And now the Kumba Boya Road incident is. When I don't hear no, it talk plain and simple and clear. Say do not attack the military. The people you need to attack are the civilians. Because their cries, and now those cries the way they want. When the civilians they start crying, they start being displaced, they become refugees and whatnot, it could draw in the international attention where they want them. When I know this, so, and then when I want, make we resolve Ambazonia terrorism now how? Make we also understand and say, this particular situation, this particular terrorism in the Anglophone zone, it be unique to any other situation that don't ever happen in the world. Why? Because say, the people, the way they protect the terrorists are the victims. The people, the way they buy the guns, give the terrorists are the victims. The people, them, where the terrorists, they attack them, not their financiers, their sponsors, and their mommy and their papa, them. So it's a very unique situation. The only way for fight that kind of terrorism, now when you let the terrorism is succeed, the success of terror of the Ambazonia terrorism is their own downfall. Because as they succeed for terrorize the Anglophone population, they also succeed for turn the population against the terrorism. Cameroon government cannot resolve this problem. That is a fact. And why I don't tell when I say the Cameroon government has never ever fought against Ambazona terrorism because they know say nobody their fight. The Amba terrorists no pick gun attack Cameroon government. They pick gun attack now the ordinary Anglophone civilian. And when the Anglophone civilian, when he buy the gun, give the terrorist, so yeah, it's balanced. It's a fair game. Person will buy gun, give me, I carry the gun, go shoot Nayi. Fantastic. It's fine. So now, if the population on ground, where they suffer the terrorism, they decide, say they don't want the terrorism, they go stop them. I think give you a million examples at this particular point in time. I would like to tell you about Nkambe. And now why that I say I don't queue up these pictures then. These pictures that I will show now. Okay? Nkambe. I will talk specifically about Nkambe. I'll talk about Honorable Ngala Gerard and Minister Fu Callistus Gentry. Okay? Because now some of the people in this way they don't play an active role for making Nkambe what Nkambe did today. I know the talk saying not only them, but not just two of the people that were me I know. But I know saying that hundreds or maybe even thousands of people that they come out in Donga Mantung where they don't play a part. Okay? Now school this from Kambe today, the 6th of September 2022. Government primary school fully open. Since this nonsense started from Kambe, they never ever experienced Ambazona terrorism. Because from the beginning, they will reject Ambazona terrorism. They are picking, they go to them school, they wear their government secondary school uniform. They don't even hide them, say I need to go. No. They wear a government school uniform for go for school because Ambazona terrorism it no exist from Kambe. When I hear me no, now them that in their uniform, proud say they go there for school. No dog, no day. Now Kambe this na GTHS from Kambe. Now in that. They wear their uniform. They fly na green, red, yellow flag. Una see them. Now the flag that where they fly them high. They did them for school. Because the people of Kambe have rejected Ambazonia terrorism. Now northwest region that and not even any part for southwest. Now northwest region that. No person from Kambe be go dialogue with Amba terrorists for achieve this. No. Meanwhile, we're even for Boya, for Limbe, and some other parts then, begin the fear for wear school uniform. Because they fear that the Amba terrorists, they go target them. Make you understand that point. But from Kambe, Nankambe this. Nankambe this today. Now they are DO that, or now SGR, no, but not them that, not public administrator that. School resumption from Kambe. Since the beginning of this Ambazona terrorism to today, Kambe no gain, no problem with Ambazona terrorism. When I know why? Because the population of Kambe and Donga Mantung as a whole, they decide, say we not get nothing to do with Ambazona terrorism and they live their normal lives. When I hear no, so now we don't successfully put the Amba terrorists in a very difficult position, a very challenging, difficult position where where the Amba terrorists become now the people the way they actually openly talk to this. So any people we go for school we go kill you. Now they actively publicly be against picking their education when now a fundamental basic human right as per the United Nations organization. And then these same kunyamzem, they go now to the United Nations, they go to the EU, the AU, they go to the United States Congress, they call diplomats like the British High Commissioner in Yaoundé, the American ambassador, the French ambassador, and then they want to sell their cause to these international diplomats. For tell them, say this so, make they get international support. And then now the international diplomats then, they turn around, ask them this basic question, why are you stopping your own children from going to school? They cannot answer that question. So this is a fantastic, now one of the winning things in this, before when I went here for 2022, even some of them, the ones that they talk about community school or whatever, now because they we don't win for this particular fight about schools and school boycott or whatever, we the black legs, we the country people, we Cameroon, we don't defeat them for that one. Now why that way now they can't talk, someone they want to talk, might tell now the truth and the reality now say, they want for continue the school boycott, but they just cannot do it. They cannot do it because it not be feasible, because it don't backfire. No, because they want the school boycott to happen, but they don't want accountability. Ma explain for now again. They don't want accountability. They don't want to be accountable. They want devastation. And I will play for una that video. Also the video there. Una bear with me. Might use this device again. Because I upload a video on here not too long ago. Now the video this, okay? When I listen to this short video, as a matter of fact, this video is supposed to play now on this big screen. I will send them to this big screen and then we'll play another day. Make una hear, okay? Amba terrorists, they talk with their own mob. Okay? I will show una ma send this one. Okay? Ma see what my internet connection serve. The connection serve it will work. Because I still get that problem for this phone. Man. I still get that problem for this tablet. I don't know. I get internet connection and everything else. Okay, now in that it don't arrive. That's fine. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Clovis, stay on the line. Bear with me. I will call you shortly for you for contribute briefly. I get very fast, reliable internet connection. I didn't mean that for house, but it doesn't seem to want to load.
Many of you believe we are in war.
You see what I mean? Why do you not want to download? Why WhatsApp it misbehave? Maybe not because I need for ring and I think I need for update WhatsApp. When I bear with me, my contributor, I probably need for update WhatsApp as the app itself. I need to update it on this device. Maybe that's what it is. Sometimes the day where you want for do something, see updates. No, I have no update pending. None. Okay, they don't finally download. So when I bear with me, sorry about that. So when I feel see I go hide the pathway na that gruesome images then for that people they kill for Kumba Boya Road. Now listen.
Many of you believe we are in war. We are not in war. We are not in war. I am still waiting to see the kind of devastation that I see in Ukraine, in Victoria. How can we convince anybody there is war when there is no devastation? It's a waste of time. Let us put our money together and devastate those towns and cities and let the world media descend upon Amazonia and tell our story as they do in Syria, as they do in Ukraine, as they did in Iraq, in Afghanistan. That's what we need to do. We need to empower every restoration fighter on the ground. Nothing is, I can't get it. Look at Victoria. I see Biak Bang standing there. That thing should be down, ladies and gentlemen.
So when I don't hear, they can't kill dozens of Anglophone people the way they be just do their normal everyday business. When I don't hear Christopher Anu talk, they want devastation, forget international attention. So they want for cause havoc in the Anglophone zone. They don't want una pikin to go for school. And for 2018, make this point again, make it clear. When I listen, na Eric Tato this, Gary Master. When I listen,
Gary go take for one thing that for picking the hand when they want to go school for any part of Southern Cameroon. Because when we get this school issue to the Republic, so for Southern Cameroon not be every job. So if you listen me, send them down to any mommy say, if I see anything from school, if I see anything from school, I didn't know what I very possessive. So I take the responsibility, man, not every time to go anywhere. I will teach the Peking how to teach Gary. I will teach you, I will give Gary lesson. Nonsense. When I think of the people joke, when they give people that can't talk about school, no school, no, that is it. Listen, not Mishaman, LeBron, Steve, not tell me no, any particular go with the Gary, the Peking. In fact, I don't move from one finger to the entire hand. If anything go there, Gary one hand. Nonsense. When I do the job, one thing I don't correct, in fact, the boss thing, I don't beg, I don't change my mind. Now, one hand now, any people go there for school, he Gary for his whole hand. The whole hand, who Gary did. So I go out to Mammy abstain away to Mammy abstain make Gary. Now Gary do me so, the people will understand. The other one will get the message, no man will go straight in. Nonsense. When I saw the joke, shit. When I got the truth,
So my country people them now Eric Tato that it talk say they go kill Gary school picking the way they want go for school. Una hear now 2018, 2019 that. And I don't ask me this question before. Why when I think say this so Eric Tato no fit can make that same pronunciation for 2022? Now because we don't make him it become unbearable for them for talk that kind of thing publicly. But it no means that they no still want the devastation. It no still means that they no still want una for suffer. Because they desperately want recognition and international attention. So the need for cause devastation, cause havoc, kill people them. And at the same time, that is also good because if they not kill Anglophones, Anglophones will not know who their true enemy is. Because for 2017, these same shit no white blast them like Eric Tato, Sako Ikome, Mark Barretta, Ayabacho Lucas, and the rest of them. They will tell una, say una collect una money, una give them. They will use that money for buy guns for defend una. And the Anglophone population knew exactly what that meant. They be understand. Say they so they go collect that money, buy guns, go kill Nabamleke people them, go kill Francophones. And Anglophones were ever so happy and ready to do that because of Anglophone money wickedness. You want me to buy gun, go kill different money Pekin. The only reason why Anglophones they cry today now because it backfire. Now, because they don't turn the guns on the Anglophone population. So now one of the things in this way, it becomes very difficult for sympathize with the Anglophone population. Yes, I understand someone when I was talking no countryman, but for 2017, 2018, when Anglophones, they will contribute their money, or when they will go march, they nobody understand what way they will do. I understand that as well, and I empathize, and I appreciate your point. Say they nobody understand what way they do, but now, the reality in Asawiti, their actions, it don't cause Ambazuna terrorism. Now them bond the kingdom. Now Anglophones they radicalize the kingdom. Now Anglophones they finance the kingdom. Now Anglophones they tell lies to the kingdom. Tell them something they go take Odeshi, they no go die. Now Anglophones, it no get nothing pata for do with Francophones. And then now the situation is we don't already get the guns in una communities them. We don't legalize armed banditry in una communities and now una one men who suffer the consequence. It's a simple question. You want men Francophone man suffer the consequence? No. Now what you like to say cause and effect. When I don't cause the terrorism now, now we too will suffer the terrorism. Time when the Amba terrorism come from my house, a pack go begin run from middle of the night where I don't know which direction they go. Now when I go feel them. Because when someone will start talk with the cry at the top of our lungs for 2018, 2016, 2017, 2019, someone will be talk say, they're our boys. Our boys are here to protect us. Now someone will be talk now, say Amba boys do not steal. Amba boys no fit thief. Me, I personally know people them for UK where they will tell me, say the beginning where they can't attack me, no be real Amba. Because the real Amba, according to the idiots, they do the thief. So one boldly can tell me, say, them, he include himself, say me and others, will they contribute money for my trip to Boya for give the Pekin them. So the Pekin, they don't lack money. So no, they know if you can't attack you. They know if you thief. So the ones the way they attack you, no be real Amba. Now so they be tell me. Now so I know if you understand. Now so they be tell me. So they talk say, maybe I know tarnish the image of their revolution because them they contribute money for give the kingdom on the ground. So the kingdom know the thief. They don't get no reason for thief. Now, my trip to Boya saga. Now one of the reasons that when I see how we now why that we will pass the front for share and for sensitize because what sensitization it not only be focused or targeted at the Anglophone community on the ground. Okay, was sensitization now also for sensitize the Ambazonia terrorists as well. Because like I tell you now a unique situation where The people, the way they start the Amazonian terrorism, they born the Pekin the way na terrorists, they finance the terrorists, now them get the powers for stop the terrorism because now them be the victims of Amazonian terrorism. And now why that way we talk say Amazonian terrorism must increase, it must succeed for terrorize Anglophones them until every single person feel the pinch. Now for their way it go stop. It no get no right for stop right now. Now why that when some Amba Shumbu terrorists they can't tell me say, oh, we not be talk say we not go stop Amba within 2 weeks. How come it don't they go 6 years? We not never stop. I ask you say, who tell you say we want for stop Amba? Now the Anglophones themselves say they go destroy where they belong. For as long as the Anglophones they no want for destroy Amazonian terrorists, they make it continue. So now why that we don't talk say every village where they don't want Amba, they go drive them. They go be free. The next door village where they want for welcome Amba, good luck. When I welcome them, when I stay with them. I don't tell when I tire. Cameroon government need to first fight Amba. Now why that way when I see him? If Amba tells the one they wanna say and say they kill him from do the other day, or the one that they kill him for here, I yeke where they kill him. Now because of that picking they go find their own die. If I yeke no be kidnap those pardon for Tally 1 and Tally 2, I yeke for still they alive today because Cameroon government nobody find ye. I yeke no fight the Cameroon government no find ye. These terrorists they no fight them Cameroon government and Cameroon government to no find them. Now, when they begin the shilon, they carry their own ballot, go so they go attack military. Now, for they kill them. Because they go find their die. But if they shilon them, so for that bush, they catch monkey, born and kill them, they pay rent for bush animals, and because now they don't go become tenant for animals and for bush. It don't concern Cameroon government. No, imagine, say, some shit, no white blast, it go to terrorize some population where they there for Ikiliwindi, for some bush. Or for some bush village where you don't pass acquire, go inside to you almost reach Nigeria. You go to know for there, you terrorize that woman them for the next 100 years. How that one take concern Cameroon government, my brothers and sisters? It no concern Cameroon government, no 1 second. So why would I want make Cameroon government go fight that kind of thing? For what? And not to talk about the facts, say what? That picking the way they terrorize that village, now picking them for that village. We now know them all, know them by the names. And they begin the way they terrorize that village. Now the villagers they buy the gongi. So in that kind of a unique situation, you want me Cameroon government do waiting. Do waiting. If that village decides say they don't want Amba, like how other villages they don't do. I don't show an example from Cambeno. When I go bundle the picking, when I catch them by hand, when I say knock them with firewood, kill them. And now the thing this way, make I repeat them. I know so I don't talk them before. When it comes to Libialem, because me I pay special attention to Libialem because of Beltus Aterson, our favorite Bangwa man. That way they can't complain to me. To the extent where they complain to me, say Cameroon government no want to make Cameroon government no want for kill Oliver because they don't give you location, they don't do this, military no one go, military no they go, or military the only one for enter moto, they no one for operate like Amba, this and that. I tell them say I don't tire for the year that when I complain them. When I know how way they no be so, when I know the right strategy for go killing no be so, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? And then the mentality again, where they get this mentality, say, if they kill Oliver Lekiaka, they are doing Cameroon government a favor. I say, wipe that nonsense out of your head. I say, you, una there for Didi Asanta, can you go back to Libialem and live peacefully? No. Who is stopping you? Now, Cameroon government? No. Where are your assets? Who's are they bury your Nintong? Where do you come from? Libialem. You be Bangwa Pekin. They bury your Nintong now for Bangwa land. You bury your Pekin and Nintong now for Bangwa land. Your assets, your properties, your investments, they did for Bangwa land. So now ask me, you know if you go back for go access your own assets and your own investments and properties then. How does that affect Pobia? How does that affect the divisional officer for Alo, for Wabane, and the other divisional officers for Libialem? How does that impact the life of the SDO for Libialem? The SDO for Libialem and Bangwa man, no. Again, investment for Libialem, no. So between you and the SDO and the divisional officer and the brigade commander and the B and the gendarmes for Libialem, now who get the bigger responsibility for kill Oliver? So stop complaining about your responsibility. You don't carry your responsibility, go hang on a different person in the head. No, it doesn't work that way. I tell that begin and say, if now want for wipe Oliver Lekiaka, now una job, now una responsibility. No, she don't for them begin look at Cameroon government because I ask you, say, which day Oliver Lekiaka don't ever impact Cameroon government? Tell me what will be the impact where it don't make them against the Cameroon government, where it go motivate Cameroon government for go find Oliver. Tell me, wait. Nothing. It don't fight Cameroon government, it fight the Bangwa people them. And when you kill Oliver, you don't relieve Bangwa people them out of their torment and suffering. You are not helping Cameroon government. You are helping your own people. Now, your own people, them IDPs, they go return home. When I feel sleep, so they break, sleep enter for una eye for Bangwa land. When these terrorists they be wiped off. Like how Kambe people they enjoy today. Okay? They no get nothing for do with Cameroon government. So if una want for kill the terrorists, una go kill them. If una no want for kill the terrorists, una leave them. Now, and now what did I tell them? And now why that way they begin to carry fire, I will go knock the fool for head, kill them. When I see Bangwa people, they start rejoice. Life come back. And the same beginning, one can make noise from my ear, they talk about Cameroon government, abandon them. I said, no, if you want to make any statement from a corner, you use the word Cameroon government or use the word government, I stop the conversation. I block you. End of discussion. Because me, I know they work me for government. I don't know me which government you talk about. And you too, you know they work for government. And you don't know no government or whatever. Wait where you do now for yourself and for your people, for Bangwa people. Because when I kill Oliver Lekiaka, how does that affect person who come out from Guy? How does that benefit person who come out? And even talk the one they did for Anglophone zone. How does that change the life of person where they live now for Jakiri? Or for a person where they live in now for inside Tiko, Mundemba? How does that impact your life? How you don't help P? When I go kill Oliver, how you help man where a day now for Ikiliwindi? How? How? You don't. You haven't. All what you do now, say you don't help yourself and the Bangwa community where Oliver Lekiaka be get your foot on their necks. You don't move that foot from Bangwa people their necks. That is it. So the population for Kumba, if we now want to move that boot where they on una necks, go and kumkumize the shit no white blast where they there for una community. Now, just a few days ago, I show now. This shit no white last week call itself say General Dino. Yes? We were sunshiny earlier this year. I want to send the picture for this phone, whether it go arrive for. As a matter of fact, when I bear with me, I don't even need for. I'll just use now this this thing because the picture go down already there here. Okay? Okay, when I see my show now this one. This one na Fundong. Na GTHS Fundong. Which is still fantastic. Fundong then for Boyo, if I'm not mistaken. This begin the data now for classroom. Okay? There's a slight difference with this picture and I say they begin there is still fear for wear school uniform for go school because Amba terrorists they go attack them for road. Okay? But this is fantastic. This school they go them on for Fundong. Okay? But the one they from Kambe, not them that. Proud they wear their school uniform. GBHS. Government Bilingual High School. They wear from primary school, oh, not them that. They wear their school uniform. Oh man, no say they begin a day so a day now on the road, it go in for school. Fantastic now GTHS that from Campbell. They wear now their school uniform. See the bright colors, they know say they begin to go for school. In 10 years time, when I go see and say all the divisional officers, they wear now Anglophones, they'll command and Campbell. All the civil servants them, the commanders them, the commission officers them for military, they will command and Kambe because Kambe picking them, their education no be ever be disrupted by Ambazona terrorism. May we not understand. Now the picture where I want show now is the where I want show now this shit no white last week call itself say General Dino. Now in that and a woman that now picking that I sure say when I don't see this video because the video don't go viral. It don't get about 30-something thousand views since I post them. Okay. Now in that Barretta News exclusive we post them. Now in that now didn't know that. We show now these pictures and everything else. So they kumkumize the shit no white blast. Okay. I don't click now on a link. That was not intentional. Oh, okay. Now the link that Barretta News exclusive don't post them. When I bear with me, I don't know why they. So now do you know that? So on the 4th of September 2022, they compromised the shit no white blast. Now bear with me. I want to go back for my page. Which I will be there before. Okay, they compromised the shit no white blast. Why? Because a fantastic black leg. You see and say the terrorists. Now wait, man, turn on the light. Then. Yeah, I hope say it make a difference. It make the screen go brighter. When I bear with me, I see the impact because I watch the live broadcast. I want to see if turning the light on and then off again, it change, it make an impact. Anyways, as I be talk, the Amba terrorist, where we compromise them on the 4th of September, so-called Genardino, as heavy rains they will fall for that side, they can't hide rain. They can't hide rain for some house. So now one black leg for that village, it passed a CM, a notice for nighttime, Amba terrorists, they can't hide rain for that house. And then for afternoon they run. It discussed with a friend, another friend talking with another friend, it fall for black leg here, black leg message countryman saying now what did this happen, they describe the house, they send the information to countryman, I send them to military only, will no publish them. 3 days later, now on the 1st of September 2022, where I send that information to the military. And by the 4th of September, 2 days ago, military enter for Bakundu land. They go wipe the shit no white blast and they injure plenty of the shit no white blast terrorists them. They run with bullet inside. But they compromise them. I even get plus video of the dead body and everything else. But that kind of thing now I will not want to show them for our page because no one made a ban our page. But now wait that way it happened. So when I first see the impact, the effect of blacklegism, wait where would they achieve them? It be concrete on the ground. So that is it, my contributor. Now the story that now the poor lady that where the shooty where it go for school for a corner. Now you picture that again. Primary school teacher where Ambazona terrorists the shooty. So now we don't put Amba terrorists for that position where now they publicly and openly talk to them, so maybe they don't go for school. So when are the most retarded? Okay, now can me ask you this? Where they post them and they're glad. They desperately want for take for make a man when I begin not go for school. Now in that it post them. He said our boys enforced lockdown on Kumba Road, Sakoti Boya, whatever nonsense. Now can me ask you that? Now they take responsibility. And that food that we don't unmask when I see your face now. Now in that way they call itself say FM millipede or whatever, say be film masher. Okay? We don't unmask we go share them. One more time for remind Anglophones them. Wait till we deface them. Wait till where would they up against. And now why that way? When people they talk say no countryman, we're not supposed to share this message. Wrong. We're supposed to share the message of Ambazonia terrorism, make it go far and wide. Now the only way that where Anglophone Cameroonians they go understand clearly who their true enemy be. And when they understand without equivocations who be their true enemies, then they go understand their responsibility for fight back against Ambazonia terrorism.
Don't kill a military. If the military attacks you, kill him. If the military doesn't attack you, don't touch it. Some of them, they don't want to do it, but their lives are on hanging bars. People you need to touch. I'm sorry to say this, is the civilian population. When you touch them, their cries. Actually,
Una hear no, don't make me a talk. Say, una go now after the civilian population. Now, make una also understand how we don't impact the Amba terrorism. Again, when I listen to these few videos them, now sperm chop, nan chop, edit talk. This one, now just a few days ago, now less than 1 week, where he record this. When I listen.
People don't lost a lot of trust for the interim government. People didn't even support the game. I hear some person say, President Maranta, I don't stop for pay draft. Even me, Nanchop, I will not stop for pay my draft. Yes, we don't know why. Because we don't lost trust for the system. We can't hear say Sakodi use money for draft anyhow. And all the rest, I will get proof. I think I don't create groups and they take money for the other. We will get proofs. Don't be so we just hear you almost. How you for expect we for see the pay money for inside the draft? Oh, not see that the thief am. Every rational thinking person began to stop, including me. I stopped. So you know what talk to they say? I mean, plenty people that stop for that period to pay their drafts until Sako will be pushed out, impeached and dismissed and sacked and disgraced. And he and the corrupt leaders are doing.
So when I don't hear. So now when I feel understand now the importance of Operation Sunshine, like I be talked earlier, the sensitization where would you do on social media. No not just for sensitize where all mommy, papa, and brothers and sisters on the ground, but also for sensitize the Amba terrorists themselves in the diaspora. Because when we expose this truth and reality to them, they get sense. And when they get sense, they back out of the Amba terrorism. Now why that way they lose support? Now why that way you can't talk him? And you know, say there's a way they talk him, it be detrimental. Where it means it could bring about the negative impact, negative effect to their so-called revolution. But they don't get choice. It must can't talk him because water it don't pass Gary. So when would they broadcast their own terrorist atrocities, them embezzlement, corruption, this and that? Now the effect that way would get them. People the way they move their money, they donate them to Amba terrorists, they stop for the donate them. Imagine. Say you been at some person where you just there you for Muyuka or you there now for Matok say you there abroad, you there now for America, UK, anywhere in the US or whatever on Europe. Now you be person where they pay for support Amazonian terrorism, you move your money $10, $20 they pay for support them. And then one day you just once you done, you see video where come on from Kumba Road. You want to watch them carefully. You see some woman with there inside that motor. You see how they don't shoot that woman, like the video will come out today. You want to look and carefully. Now your biological sister, or now your cousin, or now some person where you get blood relation to. And then now, you finally understand the true meaning of Ambazonia terrorism because it don't can touch you personally. Because now, you understand. Say the terrorists, their true enemy, not the Anglophone population. Imagine, say you been a person where you did donate money for sponsor ADF. Your name na Immaculate Kume. You did donate them. 2 years, 3 years, you did donate them, you did sponsor ADF, sponsor them. Then one day, you just want to hear Capo Daniel, a post video. He say, we don't kill 4 La République military and civil. You publish them. You're glad. You don't go for Facebook. You go share them. Because now the money that way you don't pay. Now the result that for your money where you don't contribute them on the ground. Say me they buy guns and bullets. Go kill. Now you contribute and now you sponsor them. Imagine. That's what you've done. Capo Daniel post them. You share them. You'll be glad. And then you want to wait 2-3 hours later. You see now the Capo Daniel again is a push out the video of the so-called La République military and civil where they kill them with that money where you sponsor them. You want to take the picture or the video, you look and find, you say, hey, na Theo that. Na my brother, na Theo. Then now your initial reaction now say, but Theo no be military. Theo not just warder. He's just doing a job. He's not even military. Theo was just working to make a living. Now my brother, how can this happen to my own brother? How? Theo no be military. Why would I go kill Theo? Theo na my brother. You see that man under that tire where we na cut his neck. After they don't kill him, then they butcher and they cut his neck, then they take and go make pepper soup, they chop him. Immaculate say, won't go. Make die, no take away, no sick. Immaculate said, that is my brother. That is what I want every single Ambazonia sponsor for experiencing. Every single one. So this thing, it don't get no right for end. None whatsoever. It don't get no right for finish. Make it touch all man. Fantastic. Now the only time that we Immaculate, it finally stopped for the sponsor Ambazonia terrorism. because it don't reap the fruit of your labor.
Including Secretary Chris. Then he's now Mr. Chris because they don't sack him. Because if you see the embezzlement when it come through the draft and the financial mismanagement, it'd be worse than what happened for Metro to be. Because more money come in. I don't want to talk about the other deals them with other companies them and other external bodies them and the rest them. Disgusting and disgraceful.
Disgraceful.
But at the end of the day, it being reflected from the ground zero. Now, why are they talking these things? If we tell one thing.
One thing we want to get for understand and say, as it talking, the mismanagement, embezzlement, corruption, we now bear in mind, say now these same idiots, where they talk today, so they want to create their own country called Ambazonia for run away from Cameroon because according to them, Cameroon be corrupt. According to them, Paul Biya it be corrupt. According to them, the same people them now, the people the way they contribute the money na Anglophones, the people the way they radicalize them na Anglophones, the people the way they carry guns na Anglophones, the people the way they burn the picking them na Anglophones, the people the way they terrorize them na Anglophones, the people the way they donate the money na Anglophones, the people the way they talk say they don't form government na Anglophones. Then where they create their president na Anglophones, ministers na Anglophones, everything about Ambazonia terrorism na only Anglophones. It no get nothing for do with the Francophone man. So how come they're talking about corruption? No, they don't tell we say na only Francophones they be corrupt. So why are you people talking about corruption again for 2022 where all things for do with Ambazonia terrorism na Anglophones they run am? So are you then coming now for kind of acceptance for 2022 say the most corrupt people them na Anglophones? Me I get situation where Anglophone man where they live inside the Anglophone zone, it go pay bribe to another Anglophones, person where generally collecting money na Anglophone. But he go blame the Paul Biya. He go say, hey, this government, hey, Cameroon don't spoil. You know they see ye the part where ye play in the corruption. You know they ever see the part where Anglophones they play in the corruption. All where Anglophone man know for do na blame Paul Biya. And that nonsense has to stop. And now one of the most fantastic things this way, Ambazonia terrorism don't do for Cameroon. It don't make Anglophones they finally get some kind of self-reflection. It don't make a, and now make a talk something where I never ever talked before where a lot of people they be confused about. People the day where they think that they saw the strategy it be now for make people they like Cameroon. These people the way they work call themselves patriots. Patriot, I'm a patriot, I'm a peace crusader, we want peace, we should be preaching peace. All those people the way they work and make those statements fantastic. Go and get the peace now. How that one take concern me? Must I follow you? True leaders, not they ever force people to follow them. When I start country people platform, when I ever hear one day I beg or cajole or force some person to follow me, no. We don't operate like Ambazonia terrorism in that respect. A true leader, it could just set example to go. Other people they could see the example to follow him. When Countryman start this platform, I talk about myself in the third person. When me I start this platform, I know we get no followers. In the course of things, the evidence where I will produce them, the results where I will produce them on the ground, they speak for me. So people they see the truth and they choose for follow Countryman. Whether not Beltus, Oka Nasri Clovis and the rest, now they don't for DDR centers, even Joel, they pick their phone, they call me, they message me because they see the impact where I create them. Me, I no be know this picking them for no bending corner. When they watch me today, now exactly the same thing. Now when I pick on our phones, when I go follow Countryman for social media because when I believe in the cause where we lead them, we never ever force now. Then now you get the people the way they call themselves peace crusaders. Where they work and talk about we want peace, make the dialogue, negotiate, and all of those things then. And they ask them, say, I don't stop una. Me, I don't stop. Una see, first of all, who tell you say me and una we then have the same agenda, we then have the same cause. My cause it be well defined. 3 words. Destroy Ambazonia terrorism. If you don't want to destroy Ambazonia terrorism, no follow you me. I never ask you for follow me, oh, no follow you me. They where Amba terrorists coming to you for your house, you go understand. Now that time you go find my number with blood for your eye. No be me, I go remind you that time now you go can't find me. Now patient they work and find medical doctor. No mean a medical doctor they work and knock on the house of people. They ask you, are you sick? Do you need my attention? Now quacks they work and do that one. Professional medical doctor they create the medical center. She know if a day. Patient come or you know come, it they fine. But patient they must come. You know they work and knock on people their doors, they ask. No. So now people they work and talk say, we want peace, I'll be peace crusader, I'll be peace ambassador, I'll be this and that. Fantastic. We not go do on for that side. We not there with for una side. We not there with for una thing. We not fight with una. So now they get this mentality, say, they want to make people they like Cameroon. Like some people they work and talk about how, see this and that, Cameroon is a beautiful country. They try to show people them reasons to like Cameroon, as if you feel convinced an Amba terrorist will carry gun to like Cameroon. As if you feel convinced Erta to Magwaleta Yabacho and all these Amba terrorists, even the ones where they say they don't surrender, as if you feel convinced them for like Cameroon. If you really want to waste your time, go and waste your time. Go waste your time. That's your business. Me, a day here for, because, ma tell you something. Basic psychology. It is easier to make someone hate than to make someone love. Ma repeat them. It is easier to make someone hate than to make someone love. So, you where you want to convert the Amba terrorists for love Cameroon, good luck. Me, a day here for make the Amba terrorists hate Ambazonia. See, my job is easier. And I why down and say they succeed and when I know they succeed. A day here for make the Anglophone population hate Ambazonia terrorism. That is easier to achieve. I hope say una get the distinction. The distinction between we the blacklegs and which way we do and which way the so-called peace crusaders they do. They want to make people that love Cameroon. That's good. That's great. Good luck. We don't stop now. But we would they here for make Anglophones hate Ambazonia. Una see the difference? So, when the Anglophone population, they hate their own creation, then they could destroy them. And now why that una see the Ambazonia terrorists, they succeed relatively for convince about less than 1% of the population for carry chaka from Kwadai guns for destroy Cameroon, for destroy una country. They succeed because their message was one of hate. They nobody want for try for make people they like Ambazonia. No. They be want for make ordinary Cameroonians